touch to be a father for this third time?
Yeah, no, it's a great experience, and obviously having 3 daughters is going to be a real experience when they become teenagers. But no, I'm really pleased. Karen and the kids are doing well, so just really happy to get there over for Karen as well. So it's just back to rugby now, full on.
How old are your other two?
Rosie's 4 in December, Eva's 15 months, and Martha's... No, I'm pretty lucky. I've got great support around me with Karen and the family, so I'm pretty lucky in that respect, and it allows me just to get on my work, so it's really fortunate.
Steve, how much of it a concern is this injury to Steve Tandy?
It's obviously not great. I feel sorry for him in the fact that he's come over, he's just done one sort of fitness test and broken down, but it's sport. It's something that, like, obviously we wanted to recruit second rows to bolster ourselves, but in whatever team you go to, there's always going to be injuries and things. We've just got to deal with it the best we can.
Do you cover?
Yeah, we've got Lloyd, we've got Al, we've got a couple of young kids coming through, and obviously in emergencies we've got Kingy and Tyler. So yeah, we've got coverage. It's not exactly where we wanted to be. We don't want to be putting people in who are maybe not quite ready, or people who don't necessarily want to be in there. But that's the nature of professional sport. You've got to deal with what's been thrown at you.
Might you look to sort of bring someone in, perhaps?
Yeah, potentially. It's something that you can always look for, but we're going to assess now to see where Steenkamp is in around, see the surgeon and things, see how sort of the time frames in around it. But yeah, we'll do that in due course.
What are the likely time frames?
I think it'd be... I'm not going to put a time frame on it, and it's something we've got to speak to the surgeons, the people who know, and the physios who know time frames, whereas I'd be probably guessing...
It's not weeks, you're talking months, right?
Yeah, I'd assume so, yeah, with an Achilles and things, but it's something that there's no time frame set yet. I know we've got a meeting with the surgeon, I think it's tomorrow or the day after, so we'd probably know a little bit more in around time frames then.
The Blues this weekend, how do you sort of assess their strengths?
I think they're a physical team. I think they've got a bit of line speed in around the defence. They are a big team, confrontational around some of the D, and they're developing under Hammett. So yeah, I think it'll be a real good test for us, and it'll be a physical encounter, and I think it'll be a bruising one.
Would you expect Adam, to look to challenge your scrum?
But Adam, whenever he goes in the field and he's looking to challenge the opposition, I don't think it'll be any different come Sunday. It'll be probably a unique experience for him coming back home, if you want to call it another word. But it is, he's a professional. He's been to a lot of environments, so he'll just be doing the best he can for him and his team.
Do you expect him to get a good sort of welcome off the crowd?
Yeah, I don't see any different. He's been, at the end of the day, I think it was 11 years he was here. He's been a great servant for the Ospreys, and he's a good man, and like at the end of the day, he's been here from the inception. He's had a great career for us, but obviously it's a new chapter for him now, so I don't expect anything different. But I suppose when the whistle goes, all of the supporters would be rooting for ourselves.
How do you rate Patchell down there?
I think he's a great talent. I think he's a big kid as well. Got a good kicking game, takes the line, and he's only young, and I think it's he's a real good up and coming prospect because he plays 10 and 15. I think he's a real talent.
Good duel between him and Dan this weekend, perhaps?
Yeah, I think it'll be duels right across the board. You look up front, there'll be duels. You talk about Adam and the front row with Gethin, Matthew, and then you look at the back rows with Warburton and Turnbull, Macaulay, Cook, those boys. So we can see there'll be duels right across the board, and it'll be exciting for the supporter, and it'll be exciting for everyone to watch. And I think it should be a good event come Sunday.
On the injury front, Steve, Dan is okay. He looks okay over there.
Yeah, Dan.
And Justin.
Yeah, Dan is looking okay. Justin's probably a little bit more of a doubt, but we're not going to rush the head injuries and those kind of things. We're going to play it by the book and around what it is. And look, we've got a squad, and thankfully we've got Sam Lewis back up and running now, so he had a bit of game time on the weekend. King, he's done a remarkable job playing 7 for us out of position. So at the end of the day, the cards we dealt, we just got to deal with them, and we've got a squad that hopefully can sort of just move on and just get what we need out of the games.
In Zebra, what did you learn about your strength in depth? Was it a positive, or were you a little bit concerned about it?
No, I think it's a positive. I think going away to Zebras, I think people have gone their full strength and come unstuck, and it's a tough place to go. I don't think it's the token going to Italy and picking up 5 points anymore. I think it's a real tough place. It's a different setting. I think you've only got to look at the Zebras bench. There's a physical nature to them. They've got strong benches coming on now, and I think for Morgan, Sam, Martin to get some minutes, Bierman coming back and Spratty coming back in, I think it's good for the group, and any win in the Zebras at the minute I feel is a real positive for us, and is great for the squad. And Sam coming on so early, we had new halfbacks more or less for a lot of the game, so yeah, pleasing. Lloyd Pierce coming back, and I should think it shows trust in the group, and that's what will make us into like a competitive team, is when you lose players or when you make a few changes, then the standard hopefully won't drop.
You seem to have genuine competition in number 8 now.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's good competition in around it. I thought Bakes has done really well. I think they're slightly different in some things, but Morgan has really been engaged in what he's doing, and he's made good impact from the bench. I thought he worked really hard on the weekend. Still a couple of things we can improve on, but then even to the point of you could play Bierman at 8, we could push Tyler to 8 if we needed to, so we feel we've got a bit of strength there, so we're pretty pleased.
How do you feel about never having lost Welsh Derby as coach?
Yeah,
15 in a row?
it's a record. It's great. It's just about us winning games, and irrelevant who we play, we want to win every game. I thought you may bring that up, but it's something I generally don't really think about it until someone really asks me. It's a record that is there 15 games is brilliant, and I don't particularly want to lose to anyone alone the region, but it's something that, like I say, we'll be just focusing on Sunday game by game, and it'll be a tough encounter against the Blues, and we know, like we say, it's going to be a physical affair. It's going to be a tight game, and hopefully we'll come out on top, and hopefully we'll extend our run a bit longer.
Are you surprised, Steve, that how the Blues have struggled this season? Did you expect that could happen?
I don't know whether they've, like, obviously a couple of results haven't gone their way. I don't think this is as big a struggle as what everyone make. I think they've been unlucky in some games, just looking through their footage and things. I think they're starting to build something. They've got a lot of good players. They've recruited well throughout the summer, so I think it'll take a little bit of time, obviously, to bed in, but you can see the signs of what the Blues can do. So it's they've had a tough run of games as well, so it's taken into context as opposed to just looking in isolation.
They've got a lot of big names in their pack, though, haven't
Yeah, they have. They've got a good squad. They've got a strength and depth, and I think they've recruited, like I said, they recruited well for the summer. They have a tough run of games, but like you say, you look at the boys they've left out in some of the games, like the Warburton, Navidi, Turnbull, Vosrow, the number 8 is looking decent for them. They've brought Ayata in, like Adam, Gethin, Matthew Rees, there's some household names there. So yeah, in fairness to them, they've got a decent squad, and I'm sure that they'll pose a real challenge come Sunday. It'll be a real test for us.
It's a great experience for Nicky Smith to go up against Adam.
Yeah, it will be. I think any experience going up against the British Lion is outstanding, and like he's worked with Adam a little bit, so it's going to be a huge experience for him. But in fairness to us, we've got a couple of young looseheads who are doing really well at the minute. We're pretty blessed in that department. We feel we've got Garth Thomas, who's training really well. Mark Thomas. Is really unfortunate they haven't had any rugby at the minute for us, just because Nicky's done well, and Duncan, the season campaigner, is doing really well coming off the bench. It's good to have that bit of experience, but we're pleased not only with Nicky, but we're pleased, and we know Nicky's got a couple of things still to work on and improve. It'll be a good test if he does go up against Adam on the weekend, but we're pretty happy with the young group we've got coming through as well, with Gareth and Mark.
And potentially there's a great joust at Open South Flanker between Warburton and Tipperick if he's fit.
Yeah, I think it'd be a good joust if Sam Lewis is playing or Kingy anyway. Like, we're pretty comfortable. Whoever wears our 7 shirt for us, is, like we say, it's a squad. I'm sure all the supporters and all the viewers would like to see Warburton against Tips, but we're pretty comfortable. If Sam was out there playing against Warburton, we'd be pretty comfortable anyway.
How do you rate Warburton?
He's an outstanding player. He's good over the ball. Physically, he's outstanding. Yeah, they're pretty in fairness, we've got Tips and Sammy Liu, and we're pretty comfortable there. And Kingy, who's done a really good job for us at 7, and then you look at the Blues with Navidi and Warburton, they've got pretty good coverage there, so I think whoever plays will be a good battle.
Have you met Mark Hammett yet?
Only in passing in one of the Guinness launches, that's about it, really.
So he's not somebody you know, come across him before?
I haven't been outside of Wales much. Tom Mow I'm from.
The last time you were on a run like this, of course, it was the year that you won the league at the start of the season. I know there's obviously it was still early doors, but the next 2 weeks, if you can overcome the Blues, you've got Connacht home the week after, you're going into Europe, but if you could get that block out of the way, because obviously you know with autumn internationals, it can, the wheels can come off in terms of, you know, losing players and so on.
Yeah, no, it is difficult. We got obviously the Blues this weekend. We want to win every game, and I can't state that we are preparing to win anything, whether it be the autumn internationals. We are preparing to win, but then we go from Blues into Heineken, the Champions Cup, sorry, and then we got Connacht off the back of that, where we probably lose our Welsh boys. So it's something we have to prepare for. And the boys are training hard. The boys who were involved in Monday, they're working hard and trying to get in the team. And in fairness, it's tough for some of the boys. You've got people like Fuss, Isaiah, Mark Thomas, young Scott Otten. Some boys are not getting near the first team at the minute, and it's tough for them, but it'd be easy for them to drift off, but they continue to ask questions, they're competitive, and they're chomping a bit to take their opportunity when it does come along.